Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Today's matchup features two teams looking for a win. It's the Bengals, who come in at 2-12, going up against the Ravens, who come in at 11-3. So, with the call of this Week 16 matchup, let's hand it over to our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Larry, it's the NFL on EA Sports, and there you get a look at Paul Brown Stadium on the banks of the Ohio River in Cincinnati. Today, it's the penultimate week of the regular season, Week 16, and we've got a good one in store between the Baltimore Ravens and the Cincinnati Bengals. Short kick here, fielded about the 17. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. They'll put two receivers left, two to the right. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead.
Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. We've got a good division rivalry coming up here in the AFC, and these two teams have met once already, so they are more than familiar with one another's tendencies, and maybe more importantly, their weaknesses. It's the Ravens going up against the Bengals. So, with the call of this Week 16 matchup, let's hand it over to our commentators, Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
From the banks of the Ohio River, there's a look at Paul Brown Stadium here in Cincinnati, Ohio. Today, it's the penultimate week of the regular season, Week 16, and we've got a good one in store between the Baltimore Ravens and the Cincinnati Bengals.
Now let's go! Green,
He'll come out throwing here on first down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 15 yards there on the catch and run.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Looking to throw, and they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. And the quarterback, he's got some big threats at wideout.
And they seem to get bigger all the time, don't they, Brandon? Every time I look out and watch a game, we're getting these bigger, more athletic, acrobatic receivers. We have some today.
Let's go! Blue line it!
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And a quick throw here, that's complete. It's a 4-yard pickup, and they're going to have a 3rd down. And here are the Raven defensive starters.
C.J. Mosley's your prototypical Alabama linebacker. They'll come downhill and smack you, but they understand the game so well.
And defensively, Baltimore's in a dime look here on 3rd. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. They overload him that time of the safety blitz, and he winds up being dropped for a loss of 7. Sam Cook on now to punt it away. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. They'll try and start this drive in the air. The throw left side complete to Treadwell. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be 2nd and about a yard to go for the 1st.
That was not a completion that results in a highlight video. But at the same time, if you have those kind of completions all game long, eventually one of them might turn into a highlight.
And the wideout in motion. They're going to look to throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And they'll be looking to avoid what happened last time, which is punting the football.
But when you look at how teams play the game, that complementary football comes into play. How do I take care of my defense? How do I take care of my offense? Well, the defense is taking care of them in a lot of ways. Now it's time for the offense to jump things up and help their defense out. Give them a little bit of rest.
Yeah, time for them to give them a rest. Took the words right out of my mouth.
All right, here we go. Blue, line it. Back 99 Philly. Here we go.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Looks for Janis, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That pick, his 9th on the season.
Remember when we were kids and you were playing Little League Baseball and they penciled you in the 9 spot in the order? That wasn't so good, was it?
Were you in the 9 hole?
Or you played the 9 position, right field? That wasn't so great.
That wasn't. You're picking dandelions out there, right?
Exactly.
But the 9 picks you want.
You want that in a big way. That's a great season.
Heck of a season.
Here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
They'll set up to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. And they talked about how important the passing game was going to be against that defensive look. Good job there going to the air for the first down.
It's all about preparation. It's all about planning. And then it's about execution. So they put it all together in practice. Okay, this is what we think we're going to see. This is how they get to it. And then when the game comes, read it and attack it.
Back to throw. He's got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he showcases the spin. A pretty good game before he's taken down. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
Back to throw here. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Laquan Treadwell, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Ravens have taken the early lead. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
And out now, here come the Bengals. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here.
Here we go now.
Now a carry for the shifty Dion Lewis. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
There's so many times during camp and practice that you get bored as a player doing regular drills. But how about that shed and skate drill right there by the linebacker? You do it each and every day. Get the blocker away and get into the backfield and make a big-time tackle. That's what we just saw.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move them all over the place to try and find good matchups, and they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
Now let's go.
They send Stills in motion. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. To the sideline, and a nice catch there. Made sure the feet were inbounds, and they were.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. Oh, the spin. A nice job on the return there. 16 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Ravens offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Looking left side, and it's complete. 15 yards through the air and a 1st down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
And this is caught. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Their dangerous wide receiver, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Bengals offense now, they head back onto the field. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now?
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
All right now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They send Stills in motion. They'll start things on first down with Dion Lewis. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
No gain on that run, and while this team is down, they're not out of it by any stretch of the imagination. Maybe you just have to think about different style of running in order to get this guy going.
Janis will go in motion right. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And his throw here's incomplete. Jeff Janis, the one he was looking for. And it's 3rd down.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. So a 3rd and 10, and defensively, a dime look. 6 DBs.
Detroit!
Now they'll throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, and it's the Bengals with a football to begin quarter number 2. They are, however, facing a 4th down situation. Here's Sam Cook now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Fielded at the 33. 51 yards on the punt there. And out will come the offense as they take over. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that.
The name of the game is always on defense, put pressure on the quarterback. And that's exactly what they've done today. It looks like they've got him a little bit rattled. That would have been the 2nd interception in the first half.
Ohio! Ohio! Let's go! What? None! Ohio! 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 Ohio!
And he motions the wide receiver. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
3rd down here for the offense after the incomplete pass.
Let's go! Brand 38!
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he comes back with one complete. 15 yards through the air on a 1st down.
Well, the advantage has certainly shifted to the defense as we began that 3rd down play, and they found a way to foil it and pick up a 1st down.
3rd time's a charm, right? 2 incompletions. Had to have it on 3rd, and they got it.
Yeah, they stuck with it, weren't daunted at all, and picked it up.
Ohio! Ohio! Flex round! Flex round!
They go play action here on 1st down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Ohio! Flex round! Flex round!
They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right.
Here we go! Brand 38! Ohio!
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's brought down. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
Now a handoff as they run left side. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39.
Man, it wasn't that long ago that the guy playing that spot was an outside linebacker type of a guy. Now, as a defensive end, how about the speed that he used to get into the backfield and make the play?
Let's go! Ohio! Ohio! Let's go! Ohio! Ohio! Flex round! Flex round!
It's a 5-receiver set. 3 to the left, 2 to the right. They'll drop to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
Here we go! Ohio! Ohio! Come on, let's go! Flex round! Flex round!
On play action, they'll throw. He's got time. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. Now Justin Tucker. He has hit from 61 in his career, so he has the leg for this. This will be from 56 yards out. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, but the net gain, 3 points.
And you're going to have drives like that in this league. Sometimes you just got to take the 3 and move on. Always better than nothing.
Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a first down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see.
Hurry up, here we go! Green, let's go!
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And the hit jarred loose. It's incomplete.
It looked like they had something there, but I think that he was thinking about running with the football before he actually hauled it in, and that led to a big drop.
3 yards left to grab here on 3rd down.
Set, 3-19, Leopard!
They send Stills in motion. On 3rd and short, they'll try. And he fires one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. And the Ravens taking the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see.
Flex round! Flex round! Flex round! Come on, let's go! What?
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
And there's a good opportunity to just went awry there. A drop pass. I guess that's why they call them running backs and not catching backs.
Flex round! Flex round! Flex round! Ohio! Ohio! Come on, let's go! Ohio! Ohio!
They'll send a receiver in motion left. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. He's going to loft one, and this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Laquan Treadwell with his his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Ravens will extend their lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. So now the Bengal offensive unit back out onto the field. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
He'll look to throw. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
Back to throw here. And incomplete. A disappointing drop there defensively by the rookie. And now 4th down. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively and then just continued there with that incompletion.
Yeah, definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Taken in at the 22. A punt of 46, a return of 5. And the Ravens, they'll take over. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
Here we go. Ohio. Flex round.
Perriman in motion right. They go play action here on 1st down. Over the middle, he's got Treadwell. And he's brought down. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. The throw left side complete to Treadwell. Still on his feet. And he takes this down deep into Cincinnati territory.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
And now a 1st down following that long gain.
Come on, let's go.
Perriman in motion right. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. So a pause here for us as well. Time to pay some bills. We'll come back to Cincinnati after this. Perriman in motion right. In motion left is Perriman. Slot man moves right. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line.
Sometimes the most effective routes are the ones that you run in the backyard. You probably ran them when you were 5 years old. How about a little curl there against zone? But the key to it is finding the open spots in the zone. How a linebacker or a defensive back will widen to give you space. Find that area and let your quarterback hit you.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And he's got him. Got his man on the end route. Complete. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. And for the second time this half, on comes the field goal unit here. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And the lead increases even further. It's 27-0 now. So they were able to move the ball into the red zone, but they'll wind up coming away with just 3.
Yeah, 32-yarder. That's equal to an extra point nowadays, and those are no problem for an NFL kicker.
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. The slot man in motion right.
No. Check. Patriot.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Looking middle, and that's complete. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
It goes as a loss of 6. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Defense looking to hold serve one last time here on 3rd and 7.
Hurry up, here we go. No. Check. Patriot. Gun.
The wide receiver moving to a new spot.
Over.
Back to throw. But he's going to be wrapped up and driven down. Danielle Hunter in there to drop him, and he continues to wreak havoc in offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. Here's Sam Cook now as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Pulled in at the 24. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3 except in certain situations.
And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Geno Atkins. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. He'll drop to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Five wides in the game, 4 of them to the right side. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw it deep. And this is caught. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Laquan Treadwell in the final seconds of the first half. And the Ravens add on. And this one through the uprights and good. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Ravens out in front as we send you down to our EA Sports Studios in Orlando where we find our man Larry Ridley with our halftime report. So both teams have their marching orders and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. They'll come out throwing here. He's got a man complete. And he's brought down after a good gain.
Now, that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield, those guys made that play possible.
Back to throw now on first down. Caught on the right side by Treadwell. No gain, and it's second down.
Brandon, just mark that under the category of just not successful. Trying to throw the ball, just didn't work on that one.
Completed it. No yardage. So second and 10 here. They come out 5 wide. 3 of them to the right side. 5 wides in the game. 4 of them to the right side. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Back to throw now on second and 10. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
Looked like they had an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't have the concentration or the focus necessary and dropped it before he could haul it in.
So here we go now. An extra defensive back in there on third and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he comes back with one complete. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
It's a 4-receiver look to the right side. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. They'll look to throw here. Going right side here, and that's complete. It's a gain of 17 that time. And that'll be good for Baltimore first. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
And you know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
And Perriman's got it for a Raven touchdown. With a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Ravens continue to pour it on. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So here are the Bengals now as they get their first possession of this second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. They'll come out throwing here. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. A great read, and it's picked off. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing, because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Let's go!
He'll look to throw. This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A great effort there with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Ravens have used the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there, because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out.
Over! Set! Green 39! Green! Hot!
They try again with Lewis. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. That's going to be a 6-yard gain. It leaves him with third down and just a yard to go.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front. They moved them and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
Now let's go! 3-19! Hot!
They'll look to throw, and his pass is intercepted. There he goes, right side. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick 6s.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. The Bengals getting set to go. And the D-line pinching together, must be expecting the run. After the pick 6, they go right back to the air. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way. Lost yardage.
No, for some reason it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you can move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized, executed well, and you caused a lost yardage play. That's going to feel good and look great in film.
Let's go!
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he hits his target. It's Kenny Stills. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. Give him 9 on the play, and that'll make it 3rd down. He had time, was able to survey the field and find a soft spot in that zone coverage.
And that's where it gets difficult for a defender, Brandon. You go to your spots on the field that you have to cover, and when the offense finds an area that you're not in, that's where they throw the football.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they run successful.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. So spinning away. Spins past another.
Oh, my man.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And the offense will come back onto the field with a 1st and 10. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side.
Flex round! Flex round!
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Call it a gain of 5, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do, and it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there. You know, kind of like put up in the top shelf where the kids can't get it.
Let's go! Flex round! Flex round!
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. The intended receiver was Laquan Treadwell, and it's 3rd and 5. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, 3rd quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays. And you don't get many opportunities to dial them up. And they just did. And they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
And they'll let this one go right on the outskirts of the 10. They'll down it at the 11-yard line. The Bengal offense now gets set to head back out onto the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut it. All right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field.
And my goodness, another interception. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. A great read, and it's picked off. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
Oh, I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on, come on.
Fine. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Now this Bengals offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. They start the drive on the ground with Lewis. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Wasn't that long ago that the NFL guys really didn't adopt much from the college game. But one thing that has crept in there is spreading things out, opening things up, not even just in tempo, but maybe getting better line splits and spreading the field. I think that would be a great strategy right now to try and open things up in the run game.
And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line.
All right, Brandon, you know me as well as anyone. You know I don't usually advocate abandoning things during a game, but here we are in the second half. I think it's time to change things up. Let the running game go a little bit. Let's get to the passing game, and if you still want to get in the hands of the runner, maybe you swing it to him, throw it to him a little bit, try it that way.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Complete to Janis. It'll be a gain of 16 and give him a first down as well.
And fit's the exact right word. Over the middle, there's almost always traffic, so anytime you're a receiver in that area, you're not just focused on catching the football. You're wondering where the collision's going to come from, right? Because there's almost always someone there able to concentrate, catch it, and even added a little extra at the end with a short run.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
6 yards to go here on second down.
Let's go. Here we go.
They'll set up to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't get that done on that play.
Let's see what they go to here on 3rd down and 6.
Detroit! Hurry up, here we go. 3-19.
They send Stills in motion. They'll need to get the play off quickly. He'll look to throw. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. Pretty good location there on that throw.
It really was, wasn't it? That was likely one where the receiver was either going to catch it or no one. Really good decision. And, boy, what a catch and move right there.
And a tough spot to get it over the middle.
Hurry up, here we go. Detroit! Detroit!
And they'll send the slot in motion left. Play clock winding down. He'll look to throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Come on out here. Come get some. Come get some. Come on here. Come get some. Set. Green 39. Green 39. Watch it now. 40. 40.
And the tight end goes in motion left. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Incomplete.
The defensive coordinator came into this game with a plan to get to the quarterback with whatever type of pressure is necessary. It's working to perfection for him today.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
In motion left goes Janis.
Detroit. Detroit.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Here's Sam Cook now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get the...
And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A big play there. An 80-yard touchdown. And the Ravens add on. Now, this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And out now, here come the Bengals. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. And that's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge, whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end, in the direction they want to run the football? If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
While an incomplete pass certainly doesn't look like a good play, for the guy throwing it today, as many interceptions he's thrown, he's got to feel a sigh of relief that the ball actually hit the ground and didn't go in the other direction.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. It's brought in by Janis. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him. And he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Give him 3 on the play, and they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it. And on 3rd and 15, we see the dime look, 6 DBs on the field.
Playing pass all the way. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And now here's another interception. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. Perriman in motion right. On play action, they'll throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this.
Flex round! Flex round! Here we go! Flex round! Flex round!
Perriman in motion right. They'll look to throw now on first down. And he's got his man in stride, complete. 23 yards on the play.
And the game just keeps evolving. Big guys running those corner routes, so difficult to cover.
Come on, let's go! Brad 38!
And the wideout in motion. That one looks like he'll throw here. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it.
Come on, let's go! 190! 190! Flex round! Flex round! Let's go! 190! 190!
And he motions the wide receiver. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. A very solid gain of 27. And a good... Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. The wide receiver moving to a new spot. They go play action here on first down. Escaping the pressure right. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Good job by the O-line. Quarterback had time to go through his checks. That's one you need to take advantage of.
A perfect situation, and they're unable to take advantage of it. When you have that much time to scan the field, you have to find an open receiver.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He was looking for Thomas Rawls there. And it's 3rd down. And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. He dropped it. Couldn't hang on in the end zone. So no 6 points, incomplete.
As tight ends go, he might not provide the super flashy plays very often, but he's pretty reliable. Usually an excellent target and normally catches what's thrown to him, but he didn't on that play.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens things out even further here in the 4th.
Hey, in this league, you can never have too much. So if you're in range, grab the 3 whenever you can.
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
don't forget today. don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today, coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again. Well, we all know the guy carrying the ball is going to get the credit, both in the stat line and probably in the newspaper. But guess what? Those guys creating holes, they couldn't feel better about themselves right now. Offensive line, tight end, probably even the wide receivers are involved. They're moving the ball well.
They'll come out in the pistol. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. And the offense looks to pick up the first here on third after that incompletion.
All right, here we go. 3-19. 3-19. Over.
He'll look to throw. And he dropped it. Now it was tipped. Altered the ball a little bit, but he dropped it. And now fourth down.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that in just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
This will be fielded at the 17. Might have been one man away from 6 points. As it stands, it's a huge return. And the Ravens set up well to begin their drive, as it'll begin in enemy territory already. Five wides in the game, 4 of them to the right side. And the wideout in motion. And with the play clock getting closer to 0, John Harbaugh is going to call a timeout. That'll be their third and final stoppage here as we step aside. It's a 4-receiver look to the right side. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Over the middle, he's got Treadwell. And he's brought down. Give him 11 on the gain there. And it'll give the Ravens a first down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Going to throw right side here, complete. And that one good for 16, and the drive will continue. The storyline in this one, Charles, no doubt the number 0. Zilch, nada. A shutout so hard to do in the NFL.
It really is, and what an accomplishment, because you feel that not just on the defensive side, but as a full team. There's a lot of pride that goes into shutting out an opponent. And how about that 0 on the scoreboard for them, going along with those zeros in the time column too.